Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. Two people meet, fall in love, build a life, create a family. And then life pulls them in different directions. But instead of anger, instead of silence, they choose respect, friendship, and something even more powerful. A lifelong bond that doesn't depend on marriage. This is the story of Countess Alexandra and Prince Joachim of Denmark. Before Alexandra became a familiar face in Denmark, she lived a dynamic, international life. Born in Hong Kong, educated in Vienna and elsewhere, she studied business and economics, worked her way up, and even became a deputy director before destiny guided her toward a Danish prince. When she married Prince Joachim in 1995, she stepped into royal life. She became a princess, a mother of two sons, and part of a world shaped by tradition, protocol, and public expectations. And then, in 2005, the announcement that surprised many. They would no longer be husband and wife. For years, neither of them publicly explained why. But now, in a Chinese television documentary viewed by millions, Alexandra finally speaks openly. She says something deeply human, and deeply honest. We were not meant to be married forever. Maybe two people simply aren't meant to stay together for life. And then she adds something even more meaningful. He is a good friend. Someone who means a lot to me, not because we have to stay close, but because that's simply how it is. Think about that. How many former couples can say such words? Alexandra explains something remarkable. There were no intense fights, no burnt bridges, no wars. Their relationship never needed work after the divorce. Instead of falling apart, they moved forward, side by side, because they shared something stronger than marriage. Two sons, Prince Nikolai and Prince Felix. Parenthood became the glue. But friendship became the foundation. Alexandra has always been frank about how difficult it was to break the news of the divorce to the boys. She said, "You cannot tell them everything will be wonderful. But you can do your best in that moment and trust that your decision is the right one." And this is why today we see something rare. An ex-couple who not only co-parent, but stand together at events, speak warmly of each other, and continue to support one another. Alexandra describes it as a happy divorce. Not because it was easy, but because it was honest. In a recent interview, she said, "I do not thrive when I am stuck." And you can see that in the way she lives. She's involved in new projects, personal growth, and a life beyond palace walls. Not just as a countess, but as a woman who refused to let one chapter define her entire story. And through it all, Prince Joachim remains a meaningful presence in her life. This is more than a royal story. It is a human story. A reminder that love can change shape, without disappearing. That mutual respect can outlast marriage. That two people can choose each other, not as partners, but as lifelong allies. Ladies and gentlemen, Countess Alexandra and Prince Joachim show us that even when a chapter ends, the book can remain beautiful. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.